Hello and welcome back to the next video in my Shadowman Remastered the horror playthrough. In this video we're going to go to the Asylum Cageways. We'll make our way through there and that will lead to the Asylum engine block, but we're only really going to go to the engine block to get the warp point, and then finally we'll make our way to the Asylum playrooms. And again, that's just really to unlock the checkpoint for the next level and next video, I guess. So first, we're going to make our whole way. We're now Shadowman level 4, so we can actually unlock a level 4 door. And I'm just going to be very careful and not drop down because there's quite a few enemies down there. But I do want to get these Cadeaux because eventually I'll be able to actually get an extra health bar, which is very much needed in this game type because the enemies just drain your health so quickly. Get a couple of these little guys dead. This is our level 4 door we need to open now, which will just lead us to the Cageways. And there is actually a retractor on this level that we need to pick up as well. That's probably one of the key items we need to get to. And then just a couple of Dark Souls. So let's, I'll leave you guys with the cutscene for the Asylum Cageways.
And deeper still, the morbid mystery entwines. What love I ever had for life should find its place in here, locked within a cankered cell, beset by madmen, chained to hell. And deeper still, a vast, dark love I find within Asylum's darkly thrumming heart. No love of mine, not mine to love, for twisted is the purity of that finer thing, and I should lay my partly living down to free the world from terror's tyranny.
Okay, like every level in the horror playthrough, this is not going to be easy. There is a new, I would say, mini boss that I have yet to beat. I think I beat the boss once. You don't really need to beat the boss. You can just like go in, pick up the retractor and leave. I will attempt to fight it, but I just don't I don't see myself actually being able to beat it. But I'm not going to set out to beat it, I'm just going to set out to get the retractor and get out of there. So a couple of awkward little bits in here. These guys try and get all your health off you, but combination here should be able to take them out. And then we just need to climb up this rope. Oh, actually, I know what I need to do. So let's go ahead and pause the game, and we'll go and check out the level in Blender. Okay, I almost forgot I was going to show you guys this level in Blender. So this is the Asylum Cageways. We just came into the level across the skin bridge, jumped in a bit of a platforming area, and then dropped down into here. We're about to go into this circular building and pick up the first Dark Soul of the level in the Govi, and then we're going to take a train journey, or at least that's what Night Dive would lead you to believe. But this is totally false advertisement. I just have to call out Night Dive here. As usual, lying to their consumer. The train journey doesn't actually take place, and I can prove that by spinning the camera around, and you'll see that the train doesn't actually go anywhere. This train is a lie. All you do is you just walk along the compartments, and you just essentially walk to your destination. You don't actually take a train journey. Okay, I'm of course joking, but yeah, pretty much it's kind of cool. This is a little like trick that it plays, leads you to believe you took a train journey. Once you go in the doors, the cutscene will play. You'll think that the train is driven somewhere, but it hasn't really. It's just kind of, you know, the train doesn't actually move. Just to, sorry to spoil the illusion for anyone that thought the train moved. But in some ways, the train journey does happen. It just happens out of bounds. If I move the camera way over here, you'll see that there is a train way out of the map, I guess. This is a train in here. So essentially the train takes the cutscene. What probably happens in real time is the camera comes over here rather than playing like a video file of the cutscene. the camera probably just comes in here, and just like this train then is triggered to then move along this tunnel here instead of actually moving over here. So yeah, pretty cool that they did a little bit of a shortcut there. But regardless, we get out of the train and then we're in the Cageways proper, you could say. This red cable cart takes us to the engine block, but we're only really going to go there as just to unlock the shortcut, and then we'll work our way in around this area to collect some more Dark Souls. Ultimately, we'll be over here, which is a new boss is in here. But we have to pick up the retractor and fight the new boss. And then there's a whole section over here that we're not going to get into because I can't yet walk on fire. In my previous playthrough, I did glitch into this area, but I'm just going to do like a bit of a glitchless run on this playthrough, I think. But basically, if you ever want to do this, you can jump on this cage here and actually like sort of... Oh wait, actually that door's locked. I think there's a way of jumping on that cage and getting through there. I wonder have they locked that. That'll be interesting to see actually. Okay, well let's jump back into the game and get into the Cageways. Alright, so just picking up where we left off, I'm going to jump up onto this rope and we're going to make our way into this circular building and to get our first Dark Soul. I'm just watching out for these guys that are crawling about on the floor. They're just there to take little bits of your health off and just generally get in the way and be annoying. Not taking any chances with these guys because there's just not a lot of room to outrun them. Plus we have some voodoo to use on them, so we might as well just use it up. Try and keep as much of our health. And here we have the first Govey of the level. The first Dark Soul. So there's nothing really much more to do in this area. There's a push block down there that we could push out of the way, but we don't have the voodoo item that actually lets us really progress or do much down there. So we'll just go ahead and go into the train. Watch out for this guy's flamethrower. We're going to get a new checkpoint on the other side of this train, but I just don't want to die on the train. Oh, grenade. Nice, got him dead. Plenty of Cadeau as well, so I'm getting pretty close to getting a new health bar, which is going to be needed. I think. Okay, so now we're going to activate the train. Choosing the key. It's the fake cutscene to make you believe the train's going somewhere, but we all know it's not going anywhere. Liar. Cool little cutscene nonetheless, making the thing feel a little bit grander than it actually is. I mean, I certainly fell for it whenever I was first playing this, and to be honest, until I opened the Blender file, I had no idea that train journey didn't take place. But it doesn't make sense for a programmer to, or a game developer to actually program a real train journey. I did just get a new warp point, so that's good. That'll give me a new save point as well as a... if I die, I'll just spawn back here anyway, so... I think I'll maybe try and take this guy out because he's just going to annoy me the entire time, probably. There we go. And we're first going to make a stop down here to get yet another Dark Soul. And again, I can't walk on fire, so I can't get into that area just yet. But we'll come back later on in the playthrough probably. I don't need to go there just yet. It's not part of the game really to do that. But you can glitch it if you really wish to do so. Like I said, I did it in my previous, but I just wonder... Yeah, the door's actually open now. It was locked for me whenever I looked at it in Blender, but it seems to be open now. Guy over there just annoys you, so he does. Oh, I didn't know there's two. I thought there was only one guy. Alright, there we go. Took my health way down. And there's no more health. So there is a way you can basically jump on this railing and then jump on the cages that are moving around there, and then jump onto that pipe and then jump over there, but honestly it's not really worth the hassle, I don't think. I did it for kind of fun, I guess, in my first playthrough, but I don't know, I want this one to be a little bit more legit, I guess. Damn, I was hoping there'd be some health in there. So we kind of have an option now. We can either one of two ways we can go. I'm going to go the way that's quicker to get to the retractor, because that's like the key item we need to get. After that it's just Govey, and we probably don't even really need them right now. Well, maybe actually to get in the playrooms, but essentially, well, we could go up into the tram as well, but that just takes you to the engine block. We can go in here, go that way, but I think I'm just going to go up this way and head to the retractor first, because it's the key item. Probably going to get my ass kicked by the boss, but if that happens I'll just spawn back and probably ignore the boss, to be honest. I will try and fight it though. I need as much health as I can get. Okay, so there's a guy that spawns up here. It's giving me lots of Cado, but hardly any health. Just gonna cheese this bit. Quite a lot more enemies down here as well. Don't think he can get me as long as I just stand up here, so not taking any chances. Whoa. No, I thought he was going to hit me there. Okay, there's one more guy down here. And I have no health left. Okay, so hopefully I'll get some health in these boxes down here. 1 health. This game is so miserable with health. Oh my god. Alright, so the retractor's in this room here. So I can open it up. And yeah, let's just go in. Get the Tedamort on, because it's kind of the best weapon I have at the minute, I believe. Actually, I might change it for the Asylum, because... Okay, so the boss is essentially... Whoa, 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 I'm getting shot at like crazy right now. So the boss is here, and it's like the Serpent Queen but black, and like a slightly less difficult version, but by no means easy. And she wakes up around the time that you pick up the retractor. It doesn't necessarily mean as soon as you pick up she'll spawn. It just, if you hang about too long she'll just spawn, but I want to take these guys out first. Definitely want to fight them while I have to fight the boss. And basically whenever you've got one left, it's just better to rush him and try and pick up the the retractor, because I found that if you hang about at this part, the boss will just spawn in, like you're just waking up. And I've heard the trigger, I just heard, so I now got 2 retractors. I heard the trigger for the boss. Whoa, so she is awake. I think there's 2 of them as well, so. Yeah, they're whispering Shadow Man in my ear right now. As if they weren't intimidating enough. So I'm gonna need some voodoo definitely to fight them. Oh, and she just like sneaks up behind you. Oh my god. Lots of health, almost no voodoo though. I could try and just like run out of level right now, but where's the fun in that? Wow. Oh wow. So yeah, that is a hard fight. Props to anyone who can beat that boss, because it's just hard. I thought I like nearly had her there, but like it did do quite a bit of damage, but I don't know, you don't really get anything that I don't believe other than bragging rights for actually beating the boss, but yeah, that's just too hard for me, so I'm going to move on and just start to collect the rest of the souls, and I think it's actually better to come at it from this side. I think if you go in the other door you actually come to a point where like a point of no return, I think. I'm not entirely sure about that. But yeah, I think it's just better to go from this side. Oh no. Jumped off whenever I shouldn't have, but I'm really low on voodoo actually. I could do with some just to help me kill some of these enemies. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong one. Oh man, this bit's so annoying. No, it keeps like no way. Ah man, this is so hard. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get by those guys, I guess. I've no voodoo, so it makes it really difficult for me to actually kill those 2 guys. And if I jump over the barrier, then he's gonna flamethrower me, but I wonder if I could just like run away from him. I can't remember what's on the other side. I would rather not just run away from them. Oh, come on. Okay, hopefully they just forget about me at some point. I know there is another enemy down here to fight. No! Okay, I got that guy. Okay, the other guy's giving up. I think this door is, or maybe one on down a little bit. You come to, and if you go the other way and you kind of get stuck. Oh, chainsaw guy, no way! Alright, I'm gonna just cut to me getting to that next part. Okay, this part of the level is absolutely swarming with enemies. I will attempt to just run past the majority of them, but because we don't really need to fight them, we just need to get to the Govie over here, and then basically just jump down and go to the left and get out of this part of the level, and hope no one follows us in the door. Okay, nicely done. Whoa, chainsaw guy. This part of the game isn't much better for enemies, to be honest. Wow, there's a chainsaw guy over there as well. Stay still, huh? So we need to get up to this one other Govie up here. But these chainsaw guys are badly in the way. Wow. And like little slither of health. Guys are bullet sponges. Take so many hits. Right, let's see if I can salvage some health. Wow, there's just no health anywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna like get this in a little bit of a sneaky way. And what we're gonna do is once this cage comes in here, I'm gonna jump on top of the cage. And get it that way instead of having to go like a more complicated way. And we've leveled up to level 5, so that's what we needed to get the into the playrooms. I'll try and go this way because there's one more Govie in here that I'll try and get. Hopefully not die in the process. There it is. That's all I needed to do basically. So I can just die now anyway. So that was basically that. Where that leads to, that Dark Soul, if you ever want to know, is just like through this door. And then down there, it's like full circle, just basically at the bottom of those stairs. So I've done everything I need to do, thankfully, in the Cageways. I'm going to get out of here while I'm still alive, and we're going to head on to the Asylum engine block and unlock the shortcut for that. So we're on our way now. We're going to meet Mike's brother Luke for the first time, and you'll recognize his voice from the teddy bear warps where he says, "This way, Mikey." And I always found this part to be really creepy and sinister. Just the idea of a small child being lost in this place. So just at the top of these stairs, we're going to get a cutscene.
Hey, Mikey!
Luke, is that you, bro?
This way, Mikey!
Luke!
Come on, Slowpoke!
And we're going to chase after Mikey now. He's always one step ahead of us, conveniently. And in here is the engine block, and there will be another cutscene, so I'll leave you with that.
Help me, Mikey!
Luke!
You gotta help me, Mikey! They're gonna
It's okay, Luke. I'm here now. Stay there. I'm coming to get you.
I'm real scared, Mikey. You gotta help me. Please.
Luke, come back. Luke!
So we have unlocked the checkpoint. There's not much we can really do in this area right now. We can go through these doors and do some things, maybe turn off an engine block, but like there's no point really doing it now. The next level is going to be the playrooms. So let's warp to there it actually tells you here, enter the playrooms, open the coffin gate and stuff. So we're going to warp to the path of shadows and we'll make our way to the playrooms. Oh, we got some enemies shooting at us right off the bat. Spawn back in. So some of you might be wondering, how do we get to the playrooms? Where are the playrooms? I actually wondered this myself. And the cool thing is we can actually check out, there is a map that's been added to the, no, it's not that book, maybe it's this one. Ah, here we go, and a really nice high definition map that pretty much tells you how to get there. So let's find it on the, there we go, the playroom. So we are at the prophecy chamber, so we need to go through coffin door 1, coffin door 2, coffin door 3, coffin door 4, and that takes us to, if you remember, the cageways. That's how we got there. So what this is telling us is that there is a door, coffin door 5, after the door number 4 that we opened. So basically we just make our way back to how we got into the cageways, and in theory there should be a coffin door 5 there. So really useful little map. If you ever get lost, you should just check out that map. It should help you. It actually kind of reminded me how to get to here, because I actually forgot how to get to the playrooms myself. So really useful little map there if you ever get lost on how to get to the different levels. Wow, I'm down to like 2 health already. 1 health now. Oh my god, I'm gonna just about get here alive, hopefully. And good thing there's no fall damage, so watch this little slimy guy because he's going to kill me. So this was the door number 4 that was on the map we opened earlier, and what this is telling us is if we go through here, well, this will take us to the playrooms. Okay, the cage rooms being in there, we were in there earlier, but there is our door number 5, which we can now go into because we picked up the Dark Souls in the Cageways. Let's open this up before we get killed by these little bugs. Might as well pick this up while I'm here. Key item for the Eclipser. And we'll drop down, but I'm not going to actually go into the playroom just yet because that's going to be for the next video. I think this video is probably long enough. Wow, there's a lot of bugs dropping down. Okay, so here's probably as good a time as any to end the video. There's a level 6 coffin gate, but right in there is the playrooms, and that will be for the next video. So thanks for watching. I hope this was useful, and keep an eye out for the next video.